In this video, I will share with you what is he thinking when he's ignoring you and what you should do about it. Hello, my name is Greta Berishita. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value women secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I will share with you the 5 most common reasons why men ignore you and what to do about it, don't forget to take my free self-awareness test to find out are you a woman of low value or high value, which I will drop down in the video description box below. And if you like my merch, chase goals and not the drama, as always, you can get this in my YouTube store. So perhaps you're in a situation where before he was adoring you, telling you you're the one, telling you how much he's into you, pursuing you, chasing you, going out of his way to please you. And now you're pulling your hair out because the reverse is happening and he actually started to ignore you. So let's look at the reason number 1 why men start to ignore women. Number 1 is actually a very high value reason, which is boundaries. There is a very well-known saying that is very common nowadays: ignore the negativity, reward the positivity. This is how you train dogs, this is how you train kids, this is how you train men. If your guy is into personal growth and development, he definitely came across this suggestion as well. So let me give you an example of where he could be setting in a boundary with you. Maybe perhaps you disrespected him, or you threw in a tantrum, or maybe you totally lost self-control. You behave absolutely wild, screaming and shouting at him. Maybe perhaps he, in that second when it happened, he stayed calm and collected and he was just observing you. However, once the date finished or once you guys went separate ways, you haven't heard from him for a day or two. And now you're feeling anxious, you're feeling scared, and you feel like he is ignoring you. You might even be panicking that he's losing his feelings for you. So this is the reasons why guys ignore women by setting in boundaries. Ladies, think about it. If you went crazy on him and you lost emotional control on him, he saw that as you having a tantrum, as you behaving like a child, and he found it very disrespectful. If he would have reassured you or gave you a hug or a cuddle after you lost this emotional control, what he would have been doing, he would have been rewarding your bad behavior, your lack of self-discipline and self-control with a lot of cuddles, reassurance, nice words, and so on. So what you would do in the future, you would keep losing this emotional control whenever you would feel like you want attention, because you would be like, okay, whenever I go crazy and I just let it all out, right, he gives me all these hugs and kisses and cuddles, so whenever I want his attention, I'll just throw tantrums, right? This is not how mature people work, ladies. When you throw a tantrum, and if he's mature and self-respecting guy, he will ignore your bad behavior. He will show that your bad behavior was not acceptable by ignoring you, by pulling away from you. So you would be fearful to repeat this behavior again, because if you might repeat it again, you might actually lose the guy, because then he'll see it as you being even more disrespectful towards him and he'll see you as even more unattractive. So the intention behind this behavior is, if you feel like you lost emotional control and now he's pulling away from you, calm down, get yourself together, think about why you lost emotional control and work on these issues so it does not happen again. Because if you're going crazy and you're the one who's losing emotional control, the problem perhaps is in you. Ladies, if someone is provoking you or pointing fingers at you or is being nasty to you, How you respond to this, it's still your choice. When you master a way to respond to people that disrespect or provoke you in the calm way, this is when you actually end up mastering self-control and emotional control. The tip that I could give you to help you with that is, don't take things personally when a man is provoking you, when someone is disrespectful towards you. Because if someone is provoking you, if someone is disrespectful towards you, they are showing who they truly are. And instead of overreacting when someone is trying to provoke you or disrespect you, I would train my mind to look at this person from the other perspective. And instead of protecting yourself by overreacting, I would just simply look at them being the red flag, because they are the ones provoking you and disrespecting you. And then I would be the one pulling away from them or ignoring them in order to set in a boundary with them for trying to provoke me or disrespect me. The number 2 reason why men ignore women is when they're playing a game, when they want you to chase him. There is a lot of modern advice out there that a man is a king and a man is a catch, and a woman should be pursuing or chasing him. And many dating coaches for men or pickup artists for men are coaching men to ignore a woman purposely so she would chase him. Ladies, if you feel like everything has been going all right in your relationship or your dating, and there wasn't any kind of argument, everything is just going smoothly. Now, out of the blue, he's kind of ignoring you for a few days. He could be testing the pickup artist advice to see will you actually chase him when he doesn't chase you. So I think that every person, of course, should give in a relationship. You know, you should text a guy first sometimes, and yes, you perhaps should call him first sometimes as well. However, the man is a leader, the man is a pursuer, the man is masculine. He should be doing this majority of the time. You as a female, you are a receiver. You're not there to chase or pursue men. Therefore, you should just be reciprocating or calling him when you actually need something from him, perhaps his advice or his help, but not calling him with the intention of pursuing him, because this turns guys off. Ever nowadays, there is this modern trend that women should be pursuing men. Then what he could be doing is he could be pulling away from you to see will you chase him. So ladies, if you feel like this is the case, don't chase him, because by chasing him you will be rewarding his bad behavior, and whenever he will feel like he wants you to chase him, all he'll have to do is just ignore you by pulling away. Number 3 reason why men ignore women, he could just be testing you. He could just be testing you to see what will be your reaction. Will you chase and pursue? Will you pull away as well? Will you nag? Will you complain? Will you call? Will you give him lots of attention? Will your vulnerabilities and insecurities and feelings start to show? You know, so a lot of times a guy might ignore you for a day or two just to see how will you behave, how will you react to this. Because we actually can get to know a person a little bit better to see, if we don't text them for a day, what they will actually do, how will they actually behave. And a lot of people get very, very needy and they freak out and panic and they call you constantly and they try to victimize themselves. They start to nag or complain. They get angry. For example, some people might say like, oh, you saw my message. I can see you read my message, but you didn't respond. Other people would be calling you out on it, calling you rude for not replying, disrespectful. Other people could be calling you all day long and leaving you all these type of crazy voice messages. So it's actually sometimes good to take your time and to respond a person the next day, or just really take your time with reply. And this is what he could be doing. He could just be taking his time to reply to you in order to test, to see how will you behave when you don't hear from him for a day. He just wants to see, are you this type of crazy needy girl, or you actually have a life, can control yourself and live without him for that day or two. Number 4 reason why he could be ignoring you and what to do about it is he just needs some space. So perhaps you spend a little getaway together where you saw each other every single day and you were together like 3 days in a row all the time. Or perhaps he was really sweeping you off your feet and pursuing you. What I mean, he could just need a bit of space from you to recharge his battery. Ladies, if you haven't watched my video about men's testosterone level dropping down after we spent a lot of kind of loving time together with a woman, I really recommend you to watch that video, as it will just explain why men pull away from women after getting close. But the short answer is, when a guy is really close to a woman emotionally and physically and he's pursuing her, and you guys are literally like this the whole time, a lot of times after spending this loving time together, a guy will need to pull away, because when a guy is really emotionally involved with a woman, a lot of times his testosterone drops. And when his testosterone is on a low, he doesn't feel good. So he needs to pull away from that particular woman, have his own time and do some boyish things in the meantime to raise his testosterone level back up. This is why it's so important for females to have female friends when you girls are in a relationship or married, and for men to have guy friends to keep their testosterone level up, to stay happy and balanced. Number 5 reason why he's ignoring you, it could be that he's really turned off by you, that he has lost a lot of attraction for you. So this usually happens when women over pursue men. This is why I'm just so angry with this like whole concept of women pursuing men, because what it does, it just really turns guys off a lot. Even if it's like the hottest girl in town is pursuing a guy, he eventually will get turned off because his masculine needs will not be fulfilled. All he's gonna get is an ego stroke that will make him feel good that this hot girl is pursuing him, but that's literally about it. He's not gonna fall in love with her, because by pursuing a man, you're giving him safety and security, and safety and security is not a guy's love need, it's a woman's love need. So ladies, if you are actively pursuing men, they eventually will get turned off and we will start to ignore you because we lose attraction for you. Let me give you a couple of examples that you perhaps are doing them and you're not even aware that you're doing them. So for example, texting a guy first, calling a guy a lot, looking for reasons or excuses to get in touch with him, purposely going to the places where he could be, showing up at his house, being affectionate first, like touching a guy first. It's actually pursuing him as well. And by touching, I don't mean like if you're like a bubbly person that kind of like touches a person here and there when you're having a chat with them. I mean more like going for a hug first, asking for that kiss, leaning for the kiss first. This is all pursuing behavior. Buying a guy gifts and presents, taking him on holiday, paying for his meal, nurturing him, acting mother-like, constantly giving, going out of your way to please him, asking him, are you okay? Do you need anything? Giving him advice and telling him how to do things. This is all very motherly, like nurturing, pursuing behavior. Ladies, if you want a guy to stay attracted to you, you must not treat him as a mother treats a child, and you must not treat him like a man treats a woman. You must treat him as a woman treats a man, not a mother a child, and not a man a woman. So ladies, these were my 5 reasons why he's ignoring you and what you should do about it. If you like this video, please press like. Let me know in the comments below what did you think. Join Greta's High Value Women's School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be women of high value and bring out the best in our men. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And for one-on-one, for coaching with me or a member of my team, or if you would like to join one of my incredible VIPs, book us through my website called gretaberishita.com. And if you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, how to love yourself, or perhaps you have a little hobby that you would like to make into an online business, I have all of these videos for sale on my website gretaberishita.com. And the video on Wednesday, I believe, is going to be by another high value woman coach, which is my sister Yeva Berishita. So keep an eye on it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very, very good. Thank you for watching. Kisses from Dorset. Mwah.